Live now at the Stadium Court, ELENA Likhovtseva and Serena Williams, the number 3 seed, 2-1. We're on serve. It's 15-30 in this game. Likhovtseva, the Russian, 15 seed, serving. Serena Williams choosing her all-white Wimbledon outfit for tonight. The big difference between this one and the last round.
Okay, rated for us.
Oh, this is, I much prefer this. You know that.
I know. Everybody else needs to know that. More conservative outfit. She had a pink catsuit on yesterday.
Break point for Serena.
Likhovtseva holds 22 doubles titles. She's very good around the net, good returner. Loves to play a lot of tournaments. She's one of those players that never gets injured.
Advantage Williams.
Second double fault. We're ready for Likhovtseva, giving Serena another break point.
Serena Williams gets the breaker serve here in the first set. That's the first break of the match. And friendly hello again, Cliff Drysdale, alongside Mayor Joe Fernandez. We've seen some really terrific stuff today, Mayor Joe, when you look back on this day here at the NASDAQ.
We sure have. We've seen all the top players in action. Sharapova advanced, and Arden won, Clijsters won. It's been the top players healthy again, playing at the same time. We've been waiting for a long time. In fact, it's the first time since the 2003 Wimbledon that we've had the Williams sisters and the Belgians at the same tournament. So to have the Williams, the Belgians, Mauresmo, who's the top seed.
The Russians.
All the Russians, they haven't gone anywhere. Likhovtseva, probably the veteran of the group at 29 years of age. It makes it fun for everyone. It's wide open.
You mentioned that Kornikova played the final here some years ago, and people sort of forget that she came very, you know, everybody says never won a tournament. Was an extremely good player.
Remember, she beat 4 top 10 players that year getting to the final.
And don't you give her some credit for the upsurge of women's tennis in Russia?
Sure. I mean, the popularity rose tremendously after all the exposure that Kornikova brought to her country. No question about that. Serena has trouble sometimes when those returns are hit to the center of the court. Really needs to get around it a little quicker. She's much better on the run when she gets pulled out wide.
Williams holds, and she's got the lead. One break is served 4-1. Likhovtseva, Russia will certainly come back. We're live with the NASDAQ-100. Serena Williams is the number 3 seed for this tournament. She's up 5-2 first set. Taking on ELENA Likhovtseva, who is Russian, but she was born in Kazakhstan. That's between Russia and Uzbekistan. It's on the Caspian Sea. By the way, she won the Orange Bowl here also, the site of the NASDAQ-100. It was in '91. Likhovtseva got to the quarterfinal at Wimbledon in 2002. Quarterfinals of the Australian in 2000. But her fame has been eclipsed by the other Russians.
She had a solid year last year. Won a lot of matches. Got to the finals of the Canadian Open. She upset Messina and Capriati along the way before she lost to Mauresmo. That's good hitting by Serena. Really moving the ball from corner to corner with good depth, good racket head preparation, and just gets the depth again on the winner up the line.
Likhovtseva holds. 5-3 Williams. Tomorrow. Serena Williams serving for the set, love 15.
Love 15.
'Well played. Likhovtseva has not had a break point on the Serena serve this set, but now love 30, a little bit of an opening to try to get the break back.
What was that?
Richard
You wouldn't be happy with that from Serena, and she's got 3 break points against her.
We just saw a long match with Venus on the grandstand.
15-14.
Double duty tonight. One more break point coming up.
Serve goes back to Likhovtseva here in the first set. 5 games to 4 now. Likhovtseva, the Russian, to serve to Williams, and we come back live here at the NASDAQ-100 Open Stadium Court. Serena Williams and ELENA Likhovtseva. Williams got out to a big lead and has let it slip as she was broken in her last serve game. Now 5 games to 4 on serve. Likhovtseva from Russia serving to try to get level.
These two played here last year. Amount of 32. That's what took Serena to 3 sets.
About 30, Serena Williams, a couple of points in the set now on Likhovtseva's serve. Likhovtseva, as you mentioned earlier, really good doubles player. She almost picked him out of the stands to play doubles with him. She had a lot of different doubles partners. Cara Black from Zimbabwe being one of them. Has 20 doubles titles.
Huge forehands in this game by Serena. Those are triple set point.
Serena Williams breaks serve, and she has won the first set. We're in Miami, Florida, which is one of the, as I said.
No, it didn't. Sharapova has been on her game the entire tournament. Mauresmo over Sprem convincingly, and then the youngster Ivanovic, 17 years of age. She's had a lot of upsets in this tournament. She beat Petrova earlier on, and today it was Kuznetsova 7-5 in the third. She was down a break in that third. Clijsters with the upset over Meskina, 3-4, continues to play well in her comeback, winning the Pacific Life Open last week. Dementieva came back to beat Golovin again. She beat her last week in 3 tough sets. And just seen Enna Arden with Alicia Malik,
And
6-2 in the third.
plays against Sharapova now. So that would be a huge upset if she beat Sharapova, right?
Sure would.
But it, I mean, you wouldn't. What would you give the odds on that
I
one?
think she's got a good chance. I actually think
You think
she's
Enna
going to
Arden
do it.
will?
Yeah. Whereas Kuzmo Ivanovic. That's at the top half of the draw. Dimitrieva Kleister.
That's another interesting one with Kleisters coming back. Dimitrieva playing so well all of last year.
That was a rematch. It'll be a rematch of last week's semifinal. Venus waiting for the winner of tonight's match. Looks like her sister Serena. And Anna Arden, you're right. I mean, she's the underdog. She hasn't played in a while, but she's played well this week. First tournament since the U.S. Open. And I think with her variety, with the slicing, coming into net, heavy topspin, she can give Sharapova a lot of trouble.
Again, still being attended to, Mary Jo. You know, we've talked a lot about, and you've said, I've asked you really, you've said, what is it like playing against somebody from your own country? And you said, listen, it's tough because you're competitive. You know, you like your country people to do well, but you want to do better than them, basically. Well, how much more difficult is it to play somebody from your own family? And I wonder if there's, you know, the Williams sisters have to play against each other. One can hardly blame them for that. And there might be just a little bit in Serena Williams, which says, geez, I'm not sure I want to even win this to play against Venus again.
I don't know about that, but I wonder if it makes it easier that it would be a quarterfinals. They're not playing for a Grand Slam title. And they played in 4 Grand Slam finals in a row. I think that has to be tougher psychologically to know that you're taking away a huge title from your sister.
Good point. Serena's sort of moving a little gingerly, maybe. 24, 1 year between the two. It's pretty similar, really, isn't it? Serena with 6 slams, 4 of them, as you mentioned, over Venus in championship match.
Turn the tables on Venus here in 02. The convincing win, 6-2, 6-2, and really never looked back. Has not lost for her since. You know, for so long, it was that big sister, little sister respect. Serena looking up to Venus, and everything on the court was tough for her. And then one day here, she decided to block it out of her mind, and she played some great tennis. Venus, on the other hand, started to really struggle against Serena. And they've never really brought out the best in each other, understandably. It's remarkable. Dad has to be very proud of how he's raised his daughters. I don't think we'll ever see it again. 1 and 2 in the world, Grand Slam champions, sisters.
Never say never, Mary Jo. I remember when Pete Sampras ended up the year for the 6th straight year, world's #1. I said, that ain't going to happen again. But now I'm not so sure with Roger Federer.
Oh, a long way to go, though.
Long way. Goes long, and Williams gets the first game. Second set.
Take a look at our ADT between the lines. Serena Williams having to control her aggression in this first set, be patient when need be, look for the right opportunities to attack. She's been good with the passing shots, and Likhovtseva has tried to force the error every once in a while, but it's been Serena on the big points, just being patient, hitting with depth, taking the ball on the rise when given the opportunity, and the forehand can be lethal when it's on. We had a great long rally in the first set with a little bit of everything. Serena up at net, then she's forced to retreat, and she hangs in there to win this point. This was the point of the match so far. Terrific scrambling and adjusting by Serena Williams. Not only win that game, but to win the set 6-4.
Half set, 30-love on her serve, and Williams up a set and 1 game to love.
30-15.
Game point, Likhovtseva. Doesn't have a lot of spin in her shots. It's a very flat ball. Too good.
Really, but you watch Serena carefully, Mary Jo, because she looks to me like she is not moving that well. I mean, after that point was over, very ginger steps she took there for a while.
Well, remember when she lost her serve in the first set? She served for it at 5-3. She kind of slid at the end of the point, and I wonder if she perhaps tweaked something. She got up quickly, though. You're right.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, she is mobility restricted. And, you know, it could be recurrence of that knee. That was it the left knee she had operated on?
I believe so.
That one sails, and here are break points for Likhovtseva. Watch the expressions of Serena. She's in pain. I wish I was a lip reader.
It's something about being out here for 7 hours. That she does not want to do.
A very disconsolate looking Serena Williams changing ends with Likhovtseva break a serve in the second set, 2-1. First set to Serena. Serena Williams is trying to keep herself loose, doing a lot of running in place there during that break. 15-love here for Likhovtseva, and she's got one break in the second, 2-1. And we should take you back to where she may have hurt herself. What's this?
She's on break point in the first set. After she hits the shot, she slips a little bit. Look at the right foot. And then maybe lands a little funny on that left leg. She got her balance. I think it could have been worse. But she's been stretching her hamstring on the change of end.
30-15.
Serena, remember, is the title holder here. So she's defending.
What is your service?
Well, Serena knows that if she's not 100%, this is going to be a long match. Likhovtseva's the type of player that can keep you out there. She's quick, gets a lot of balls back. Doesn't usually beat herself. You have to take it to her. A better return by Serena. I think she's going to have to start accelerating a little bit more through her shots. She's been guiding it a little bit too much.
Oh, what's even worse is that if she's not 100%, she knows she's going to have to play her big sister tomorrow. me just say one more time that this whole sibling thing, I have every sympathy with the sisters and their hate for playing against each other. It's so tough. I don't blame them for not wanting to play against each other.
I can't even imagine, but right now Serena can't even be thinking about that matchup. She's got to deal with Likhovtseva. Up an early break, game point.
A bit like the battle of the wounded was Likhovtseva, who was actually attended to and had her left ankle taped. And now Serena Williams with something wrong. Serena Williams winning at the last 3, and Venus in 2001. Hingis interrupted, and didn't Williams win it the year before that? In
98 and 99.
Yeah.
6 of the last 7 years, it's been a Williams, the victor at the NASDAQ-100 Open.
By the way, Mary Jo, are we going to see Martina trying again? I mean, Hingis trying again to come back? She had one tournament, right?
She did. Lost first round.
Is that it?
I think that might be it. Wish it wasn't. Be one more to add to the mix.
Yeah, but when she looks at the field now with the Belgians and the Williams sisters and the Russians.
Because why do I want that headache, right?
Davenport. And
but it was so much fun to watch her figure out ways to beat the bigger, stronger opponents.
Love is long.
Good pickup there on the half volley, but she moved up to this fairly quickly. Trying to will that lob in.
Trying to translate those expressions of Serena's, and I just don't know. Do not know what's going through her mind. And then she comes through with a really great serve like that. And the 1-2 punch and point.
She was dominating. That serve came through for her so often. How early she gets her racket back and then just jumps into that ball. So she's got to move forward. She's been backing away from her shots a little too much in this second set. But besides winning the Australian Open, which was a tremendous effort, saved 3 match points in the semis against Sharapova and came back against Davenport in the final, only played 2 other tournaments. One in Paris, where she had to withdraw after winning a match because she had the flu, and then in the Middle East in the semis, had to retire in the middle of a match because of her right shoulder.
Missed it.
She has struggled physically the last couple events.
Chance for a second break of serve here. Serena Williams with 18 unforced errors. First set, 13 already in this one. second break is served to Likhovtseva, so players will change ends, and Likhovtseva will serve at 4-1. Serena Williams winning the first set 6-4. Likhovtseva with 2 breaks, 4-1. A little trivia question for you. Steffi won the NASDAQ-100 Open singles title 5 times. She also won the doubles title once. Who was her partner? She's a pretty good friend of Mary Jo Fernandez.
Steffi didn't play a lot of doubles in her career, really focused on her singles.
And the answer is?
Gabriela Sabatini. They actually won Wimbledon together as well.
Didn't she beat Steffi in the final of the US Open?
Yes.
That was her only slam title, right?
That's right. Great career for Sabatini. Played well here as well. Won this championship back in 1989.
You got a trophy from the NASDAQ, don't you, Mary Jo?
A doubles one.
Well, that's a trophy.
It's a trophy.
Zina Garrison. Game point for Likhovtseva for a 5-1 lead in the second set. I was interested in hearing you say Likhovtseva is not somebody that you want to be playing if you're not 100%. Go through that again. Why?
Well, Likhotseva's the kind of player that just keeps you out there. She doesn't really beat herself. She's steady. She's quick. She's a veteran, 29 years old. A lot of experience on her side. And if you're not playing your best,
she can take advantage.
That's right.
And she has here. 5-1. Second set.
You can definitely struggle. I played her a few times in my career and always had a tough time because she doesn't give you much.
Hey, roll those up. Roll those up.
Wait. No. Can we get the balls, please? Ball boy.
Take them up.
Ball boy.
Mentioned earlier, Serena yesterday told us how she was trying to be a little more patient, maybe not go for as much in the rallies, and I think maybe she's being a little too passive. She's not going for a lot of huge first serves. In the rally, she's guiding the ball more often than not. And when she's at her best, she's really stepping into the court and cracking it.
And there's something going on with her, isn't there?
Definitely. I mean,
it's mental or physical. I'm not sure which, but
a little bit of both. She's talking to herself now.
15 all. No, that one says Likhovtseva, notwithstanding that last shot, which was a real easy one, has seemed to really clean up her act. She's hitting the ball very crisply at the moment.
Well, she's having enough time to set up to hit her shots, which is usually not the case when she plays against Serena. And very few players can dictate consistently against Serena. And in this second set, Likhovtseva really had enough time to prepare, set up, control some of these points. Backhand is the strength of Likhovtseva. Solid shot for her. 2 points now for Likhovtseva. take this to a third.
Set point.
Likhovtseva wins the second set, so third set will decide who takes on Sister Venus Williams in the quarterfinal of the NASDAQ 100.
I think
Live coverage here from this stadium court at NASDAQ 100 with tennis center at Crandon Park. Yards from Key Biscayne and just a couple of miles from downtown Miami.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
At this hour, closing in on 11 o'clock at night. A little sparse crowd. They enjoyed Roger Federer and Zabaleta. Watching Federer have to find his way to the winner's circle in that match. Serena Williams losing the second set to ELENA Likhovtseva. Six, 1. The question is now for Serena whether she can turn this thing on and off like a light. It's not that easy, having just lost the second set 6-1. No matter how much you
do
want
it, Cliff, it's Serena. I mean, we've seen her do it plenty of times. But she's just waiting for the ball, not moving her feet to hit on the rise. A lot of balls being hit from her back foot.
Yeah, that's a really nice, good point. But I tell you that Likhovtseva is making Serena earn them now.
You're absolutely right. I mean, Serena started this point off hitting the hardest return she's hit in the match, kept it up, and Likhovtseva kept getting the balls back. Finally, she hits the screaming winner, and she yells at herself.
Shot from Serena almost looks like she's about to burst into tears, doesn't it?
It sure does.
Justine Arden against Maria Sharapova. It's going to be a big and very interesting day tomorrow. We continue our live coverage. That starts at 1 o'clock tomorrow. We'll be on ESPN for that match at least. We'll switch networks at 3 o'clock, so chances are you'll see some of this Andre Agassi Gaston Gaudio match on ESPN too. But those matches follow each other on this stadium court here at the NASDAQ.
Another terrific day of tennis. A lot of top players in action. Superstars, Agassi, Sharapova.
Missed it.
That had to suffer through a 3-set match a little while ago. Venus winning in 3 against Castaño of Colombia. Oh, another tough one.
Second set, only losing 1 game, and now really you got to believe that she feels like she's got a very good chance to win this match, and she's playing like it.
Well, one thing in her favor is that she has a win over Serena. It's been a while, but she defeated Serena at the Australian Open a couple years ago. And that always helps in the back of your mind, knowing that you've beaten a top player.
For fault. Oh. Hook on that line call there of Serena, and it comes right back. 30-all. At 1 to Likhovtseva.
Up to this short half volley quickly. Rides it nicely up the line.
Game point Williams. Serena breaking the drought. It's 1 game all in the 3rd set.
That was a big hole for Serena.
Wasn't it?
Yes,
Could have gone downhill in a hurry.
Yes. Really fought hard.
She is showing so much emotion on the court. Down the line with a 2-handed steer. That she had a real good look at this one. Watch.
Likhovtseva just stayed right there, never took a step to move to the open court. Executed the passing shot beautifully.
Looking for a call on the baseline. See if shot spot can help us. That was clearly good.
It looked like it skidded off the line. That's why it got behind Serena. Forty love.
Likhovtseva holds. Serena Williams is trailing 2 games to 1 in the 3rd. You're watching Serena Williams in trouble here, and welcome back, everyone. It's the NASDAQ-100 Open that you're watching. Stadium court action with Serena Williams and ELENA Likhovtseva. Williams trailing 2-1 3rd set. Cliff Drysdale, Mary Jo Fernandez watching A very disconsolate Serena Williams, who is sharing her feelings with this audience here in center court. Taylor Dent earlier today taking out Guillermo Coria. Sharapova with a win. That goes wide, and we've got break points here for Likhovtseva. Andre Agassi taking out Arnaud Clément easily. In Ardennes, taking out Alicia Molik, who was seeded number 8, and then Federer taking out Zabaleta in a terrific match just before this one. Break point. Likhovtseva thinks that the ball that she hit, the last ball that she hit, broke when she hit it. If it did, then she'll get to play 2.
Thank you. Yep.
Still break point. Breaker serve in the third, 3-1 Likhovtseva.
Great feel at the net. Got down low, kept her eye on the ball through the finish of that volley winner.
Two sides to every story in a match like this. One of them being Serena Williams and her motivation problems or injury problems in the second set, won by Likhovtseva. And then the Likhovtseva side of the story is that she has really cleaned up her game. Terrific, but unforced errors from Likhovtseva, 33 for the match, but only 2 in 4 games in this set.
Likhovtseva forcing Serena to come up with a spectacular passing shot up the line. Never question a desire from Serena. She's such a terrific fighter. Even when she's not 100%, when she's not playing her best, she's giving it her all.
Oh. Anything you can do, and Likhovtseva comes up with a two-hander. Winning toss.
She returns the favor right here, Likhovtseva. Across that forehand too quickly.
Never seen her talk to herself as much as she is tonight, Serena.
Really struggling.
That's good. Tell you what, she found the opening, and it's becoming less and less easy to do it because Likhovtseva is covering the court well.
When she hits behind her, that's always smart against a quick opponent. Likhovtseva is going to the open court.
Break point. break back for Serena, and we're back on serve 3-2. Williams to serve. We're live for NASDAQ 100 Open. ELENA Likhovtseva of Russia leading 3-2. She was just broken by Serena Williams. So this is one of the moments to watch very carefully as Serena Williams now tries to draw level in the third set.
Serena continues to just try to find her timing, her range. She's been picking up so often, not following through, not stepping inside the baseline, not getting any free points off her first serve. She's serving at a pretty high percentage, almost 70, but they're coming back. There's no aces for the match.
A knockout punch on that last one, but the Likhovtseva game is pretty well suited to blunt this power.
She struggled yesterday, Serena. She told us after the match with the lack of pace she was getting from her 17-year-old opponent from Israel, Payer. Not getting a ton of pace tonight.
Enforced error there from Likhovtseva, and from Serena's vantage point, she hasn't seen enough of those. 3 points. Likhovtseva is making it work. We're even. 3-3. Roger Federer earlier tonight, we started out with our coverage of his match, which turned into a really terrific match at this NASDAQ 100 Open. Venus Williams, she struggled but wins in 3. Now Serena also struggling, but she's made a comeback here in the third set, 3 apiece, as she takes on ELENA Likhovtseva of Russia.
Finally gets an ace, a free point on serve. She's such a different player when the serve is clicking for her. It's well played by Likhovtseva. I really feel that when Serena can get those 3 points on serve, she swings freer on the return games. And she's just let Likhovtseva last set and a half control too many points. You know, I don't think of Serena as someone who relies on her serve all the time, but I think down deep she really does. Really gives her the confidence she needs to go for her shots when her serve is on.
I think it's a huge part of her arsenal. Going for a 300th career win. a couple of really big forehands there, big ground strokes. Feels like she, you know, she is going to win the point, but Likhovtseva just keeps feeding them back. Oh, it's too tough. That's out of reach. Game point, Likhovtseva.
Very well constructed point. A 29-year-old from Russia covers the right shot.
Look at that doubles expertise.
That's right. Good anticipation, steady racket. Gives a little stare down as well.
Game to Likhovtseva. That will change ends at 4-3. It will be Serena Williams to serve. We're on serve in the third set. Round of 6. Serena Williams, former #1 player in the world, 7-time Grand Slam champion, 2 with the Australian. She repeated this year in Melbourne. 15 love.
Really stepping up and attacking the second serve of Serena. I feel like even that shot right now is a little too tentative. Lots of a lot of time to move in inside the baseline, take the ball early. It's her 29th winner. I wonder sometimes if showing your emotions as much as we've seen from Serena tonight takes a lot of energy out of you. She looks tired to me.
Having said that, she's pretty used to it. Her home is just a couple of hours, maybe less, drive up north here from Miami. And she hasn't played that much tennis, as you mentioned. The Australian in a couple of tournaments, and now the NASDAQ. Won 4 slams in a row, 3 in 02, and then the Australian in 03, which he called the Serena Slam. So she's won on every surface in 7 total. soon become one of the most famous faces in the world, not just famous athletic faces, but famous period.
Better constructed point that time by Serena.
15
More
all.
aggressive.
Oh, yes.
Another long rally. Likhovtseva getting a lot of balls back. And finally, Serena with the open stance backhand. Every point's a tremendous effort.
That's a really good point, because it was a good serve. Williams got back and made the return. The approach was not bad, but got into the wheelhouse there on the pass. Watch this again. Got to cover a lot of territory. Got there and then got it low. Break points. So the crowd applaud a break of serve by Serena Williams, who has come back. She was down 3-1. This third set, she will serve for the match. Come back to our live coverage, everybody, of this NASDAQ-100 Open round of 16 women's singles match. The winner waiting to take on Venus Williams for a place in the semifinal. It's 5-4. Venus waiting for the winner. Serena serving for the match.
Nice to start with an easy point. She's been having to work hard, Serena, to win her points on serve. A lot of long rallies.
That went out of reach. Finally, I tell you, for all the emotion that you're seeing here from Serena Williams and her personality has dominated this match, Likhovtseva has really made her work for it. But she has worked for it, and she is now 2 points from winning it.
pure determination from Serena kept her alive in that point. And in this match.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
That is out. And a huge comeback there by Serena Williams, Mary Jo, in that third set. I mean, she looked injured. She looked unhappy. But she fought through it all.
Well, like her sister Venus a little earlier, did not play her best tennis, but found a way to win. That's what champions do. Looked like she hurt herself at the end of the first set. Easy second set for Likhovtseva. Third set, down to break. Serena fights back. Was a little tentative, but when she needed to, she came through. And now she sets up a match with her sister Venus in the quarterfinals for tomorrow. Great looking draw of matches coming up for the quarterfinals.
ESPN. On ESPN2 will start at 3 o'clock, and chances are you'll see Andre Agassi and Guess. You'll see him. Just depends on when that match starts. Agassi and Gaudio. Again, live coverage of that tomorrow here from Stadium Court. Venus and Serena Williams, 12:30 a.m. tomorrow night, 9:30 out on the West Coast. Coming up next, it's Women's Basketball Championship Special. This has been a presentation of ESPN, worldwide leader in sports. Mary Jo Fernandez, Patrick McKenna. Good night, everybody.